everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another one of my kind of like a dupe tutorial palette looks, and this is for a super brand new palette. At the time that I'm filming this, there are really only just a handful of swatches out and like maybe 1 or 2 videos of the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. So I'm really kind of going off what I can find for as far as like other people's makeup looks, like the swatches that I can find and just overall product photos. So these might not be 100% like super complete accurate dupes. These are more just like visual dupes from what I could tell from my collection of the Coastal Scents Hot Pot shadows, and I do not own the palette, so I can't really compare it. This is overall just to give you a very similar color story that you could dupe yourself for a fraction of the price. And I just want to say I am so sorry, but there is a dumbass like riding a 4-wheeler up and down my street and he just won't shut the fuck up, so I am so sorry, but there's nothing I can do about that. I really was kind of like had my breath taken away when I first saw this palette. I really love these like greens and yellows and blues and, you know, all these really pretty colors that I feel like just haven't gotten their chance. So this is the kind of color palette I was able to come up with. I had a few like alternate colors down here that aren't quite exactly right, but you know, but this ended up being my final kind of I guess lineup for colors. So I will go through all of these colors really quickly and tell you what their Melt Cosmetic counterpart is supposed to be. So the first color I have from Coastal Scents is called Seaside Breeze, and this one is supposed to be duping the color Gravity OG. Next is the Coastal Scents color Golden Avocado. This one is supposed to be duping Granddaddy. Next is the Coastal Scents Kodiak color, and this one is duping Black Widow. Next is Coastal Scents Olivewood, and this one is supposed to be duping Sour Diesel. Next is Coastal Scents Navy Baby, and this one is supposed to be duping Space Queen. Now, to be completely honest, this one is really not a very good dupe at all. It was really just the closest thing I had in my collection. I think it definitely would need to be a little bit more of a greenish kind of color, but this was the best I could do. Next, the Coastal Scents color Grapevine is supposed to be duping the color Mean Green. Next is Coastal Scents Laguna Green, and this one is supposed to be duping the color Sweet Tooth. And the final color I have from Coastal Scents is called Cyan Frost, and this one is supposed to be duping Blue Dream. So like I mentioned, these are not going to be 100% dupes. I don't own the palette, so I can't really, you know, dupe it like 100% accurately at this moment, but as far as the colors I can see online, I feel like this gives you a very similar color story, and it is honestly like a fraction of the price. So I'll go through the pricing now. So the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette has 8 colors and it retails for $48. And if you were to buy all of the colors that I suggested from Coastal Scents, the regular price would be $23.60. So that makes it $2.95 per shadow, but a lot of the times Coastal Scents will throughout the year do a hot pot sale where they will actually sell all of their shadows for 99 cents a piece. They just recently had a sale about maybe a week or 2 ago, and I definitely took advantage of that sale and ordered some new colors. So the sale price, if you were to get all of these shadows for 99 cents a piece, that would bring your total cost for the entire palette to $7.92, which is a huge savings compared to the $48 of the original Melt Cosmetics palette. And I obviously used all of those shadows today to create this look, so I will go to the application portion now and show you guys how I did this makeup look using my Coastal Scent Hot Pots. Okay, so the first thing I have done is applied the tape to my outer lash line, just kind of angling that upward to where my brow ends, and then of course you want to just try to make that as even as possible on both eyes. So the first color I'm going to use is called Olivewood, and I'm just going to take this on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to start by applying this to the outer half of my lid. And you don't have to worry about being too precise with this because that tape is obviously going to you know, block out the eyeshadow and pretty much do all the work for you when it comes to creating a nice sharp line. And I'm also going to bring that a little bit inwards in my crease area and then just really blend that out so we have a nice smoky kind of seamless gradient. Then taking a clean blending brush, I'm just going to go over all of that and just blend it further to kind of get a more even look. Next, I'm going to be using the color Navy Baby. Now this one technically is not the, you know, really super close dupe, but for all the colors I have, it's the closest one I have. So I'm going to use this again more on the outer portion of this area and just deepen up that color a little bit. So now I'm going to remove the tape because I'm all done with that, and you can see you get a super nice crisp line. Going back with a little bit of the Olivewood color, I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. And again, with a tiny bit of Navy Baby, just going to do it on the outermost edge. So since I used that tape, it's almost a little bit too crisp, so I'm actually going to take just a clean blending brush and just lightly go over that edge just to very slightly soften it so it's not too sharp. Next, I'm going to take this color. This one is called Laguna Green, and I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to focus this mainly on the center portion of my lid. This color is so pretty, I can't get over it. Next, I am using a little bit of this color here. This one is called Cyan Frost, and I'm going to focus this one more on just the inner portion of the lid there and blending it between that color. Similarly, I'm going to take just a tiny bit of that on the lower inner corner. And then going back with a tiny bit of the Laguna Green, just going to blend that between the other colors that we applied on the lower lash line. Taking a little bit more of the Olivewood color, I'm just going to kind of build up the crease just a little bit more. I want it to be a little bit more intense than what I had originally done. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that color and blend it again. Finally, I'm just pressing a little bit of the Laguna Green color right on the center of my lid. I find that using my finger just really shows off that shine a lot better. Okay, so I applied my mascara. So the final step I'm gonna do is do a little bit of eyeliner on the lower waterline, and this is from ColourPop. This one is called Teaspoon. It's like this really interesting, like bright kind of hunter-y green color. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that on the waterline. I feel like it really just makes such a subtle but such a big difference. So yeah, so this is a side with and that's without. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the final eyeshadow look. So I really love these green colors. I feel like green eyeshadow just has not had its time, and I'm gonna call it now. I think 2019 is going to be like the year of like greens and blues and all kinds of colors like that. Like I feel like 2018 and 2017 was all about warm tone shadows and everything like that. 2019 is all going to be about the greens, the mints, the peacocks, the hunter greens, the Kelly greens, just all of it. Mark my words, that's my makeup predictions. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you were interested in looking for dupes for the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette, I think it is a beautiful palette, and I'm not gonna lie, I already pre-ordered it. I'm such a flop. Even though I feel like this is a pretty good dupes for all of the colors, there's something about it, I really just love those colors and I want to experience them. And so I think what I might do when I actually get my palette when it comes in is to do maybe an update kind of swatch video and really see like how good were my swatches or how accurate were my dupes and stuff like that, and just see, you know, if I was as close as I thought I was. Yeah, so let me know, are you guys interested in purchasing the Smoke Sessions palette? Are you just gonna dupe it out yourself with things you have in your collection? Let me know what you guys think about it. And yeah, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.